Okay, it's Rob here with SR3, and we're here with Dave Callan. And today we're going to do a little interview with Dave about his favorite helicopter. So right into it, Dave. What do you think your favorite aircraft you've ever flown is?
All-time favorite helicopter, I got to go with the Airbus H145.
Right. And as coincidence would have it, here we are.
Here it is.
Las Vegas Metro Police's H145, and a pilot who's flown it quite a bit. So what we're going to do is Dave's going to do a little walk around to the aircraft here and show us some of the things that he really likes about it, some of the features, and kind of give us a little quick tour of the aircraft. Yeah, so we'll start from the back.
Yeah, from the back moving forward, and just super simple things, but one of the things that stands out when you see a 145, an H145, is the fenestron, the tail section. It's massive. It has a ton of tail road authority. It's got, I mean, you will never run out of left pedal in this thing. I hate to say never, but it just has so much left pedal. And this fenestron is extremely powered. When Airbus made this aircraft, they actually over-engineered the tail section intentionally, and it just has so much power. It's an amazing aircraft, and it just looks really cool. I mean, it's so big, the size of this thing.
It looks oversized compared to the rest.
It really is, yeah. I mean, it is oversized for an aircraft of this size, but it just gives you so much control in the pedals, especially when you're flying in high winds. So absolutely love that feature of it. And then moving forward here, looking at, it's obviously it's a twin engine helicopter, and this is a D2 variant of the 145. So when they went from the C2 to the D2, it's almost not the same helicopter. The C2 is like for any of the Army folks, the Lakota, has the traditional tail rotor, has smaller engines. The cockpit, as far as the avionics, are older. They're not upgraded, and they just kind of re-engineered this aircraft. So with this now, it has two much larger, more powerful engines. The performance is absolutely outstanding. The single engine hover capability is absolutely outstanding in this helicopter. It's extremely powerful. Looking at the rotor system, it's four-bladed in this one. The rotor system has been redesigned, but in this D2 version, it's kind of, the slang term is a rigid rotor system. The technically correct term is a hingeless rotor system, but it's extremely responsive. It's very agile for the size that it is. And then the nice thing about the rotor system too is that it actually has a very small footprint for the capabilities of this helicopter, how much it can lift and everything that it can do. It's a big aircraft, but as far as its actual footprint and the ability to fly it in and out of tight, confined areas is very good. The way that the rotor sits and the size of it. It's got a rescue hoist on it. Amazing Goodrich hoist that's on this thing, 300 feet of cable, 295 feet of usable cable. This thing is absolutely amazing for hoist rescues. This particular aircraft on the other side, it's set up for a fast rope kit, so it literally does everything. Hoist rescue, fast rope. There's a dual cargo hook system that's not currently installed on it, but as far as doing long line utility type work, super capable. The cabin on the inside of this one, extremely open, and all the seats are removed out of this one because it's in a SAR configuration. But as far as cabin space goes, absolutely amazing. Airbus did an incredible job with just maximizing the amount of space that you've got to work in and the amount of seats that can go in there. Yep. And then moving forward, really the way that they've set up the avionics, absolutely amazing. For as complex and as capable as a helicopter is, the features that it has, it's extremely pilot friendly, and they've done tremendous job making it to where it's just a huge workload reducer on the pilot, where everything is and how you interact with these advanced systems. Absolutely amazing. So
you want to climb in and show us a couple things?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it. So in terms of the cockpit here, what makes it so good from a pilot perspective?
So a lot of things, the first thing you kind of notice in here, you've got these big 3 multifunction displays, and Obviously the power's off right now, but everything that you need to see is very, very intelligently displayed. So you have the ability to just on one screen, the primary flight display up here, it has everything that you could possibly need information-wise, and it's very, very intelligently organized. As far as the power gauge go, it has an FLI, or first limit indicator, and the computers do all the literally the work for you. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you're getting close to a limitation for torque or for temp or, you know, any of the other engine parameters. It's all just simplified on one display for you. And then they also give you your single engine performance. So they display that with a blue line. So it's simple. If you're above the blue line, you basically can't hover on a single engine. If you're below it, you can.
It's predictive, right? Like it's thinking ahead, which is super, super clever.
Yeah, and it's taking all these factors in. You know, you program your weight when you take off, and it understands what altitude you're at, and you know, it's calculating the fuel burn and all that stuff. So it does a really, really good job of giving you all of that information. And then as far as, you know, the autopilot system, it's hugely, hugely capable. It's got a 4-axis autopilot in it. You know, if you're flying long distances or for long extended periods of time, or, you know, doing anything that's extremely taxing, like hoist flying at night, the autopilot is just extremely capable. Doing anything over water at night, I mean, it's very, very rock solid. Yeah. You have the ability to basically engage a mode called GTCH, where you can basically just kind of capture a point in space, and you can make incremental adjustments in amounts of 1 meter, left, right, forward, back. Right. You can control your altitude either with a barometric altimeter setting or a radar altimeter as well. And then you can also control your heading and incremental adjustments as well. But it's not only that; it's just such a stable platform. Yeah. Without using all these advanced upper modes with the autopilot, just the way the rotor system is and the way it flies, it's just super, super stable. It really is. When you're hoisting and flying it by hand, incredible machine.
The visibility is good too, eh?
Yeah, the visibility outside, the way the windows are set up, really, really good. Yeah, I mean, hoisting out of this thing is an absolute dream, between the power, the controllability, all the advanced systems, the displays, the visibility. I mean, it's an absolute dream to work out of.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very cool. Well, thanks, Dave. Appreciate you showing us around and answering some questions for us. I guess if anyone has questions, anything else they want to have answered or aren't sure about, feel free to put the comments in and ask the questions, and Dave will get back to you and get you some answers for those. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. You can comment. You guys can shoot us an email at info@SR3Rescue. We would absolutely love to hear if you guys have questions about helicopters, or, you know, anything technical or anything at all that SR3 is doing. We would love to hear from you. If you have ideas for future videos that you'd love to see us do, little short videos like this, and answer questions or give you more information, please hit us up. We are all about trying to push stuff out to you guys and give you information. So appreciate you watching the video. Thanks, Dave.